He's like, oh, he just handed off a wobble. It's like, no, dude, his like neutral game is sick. Every part of his game plan is okay.
All right, so as a Peach player, I will tell you that this is a very boring matchup, but you have to still like be very focused on it.
The two key parts, in my opinion, are turnip and fair.
Turnip and float spacing in general, because back airs are big, nairs are big, and you need to be very smart about when you use dare, because dare at low percents isn't going to do much.
No, she can smash DI out. Dude, really, just back air, her booty is so good.
Right, it's that. Yeah, I have no further comments about the booty. But and the other thing too is, as a Peach player, it's usually ingrained in you. Hold down. I'm gonna crouch cancel almost everything. You don't crouch cancel against a fellow Peach.
Wow.
Just at our weekly in South Florida last week, I had to do a Peach Ditto, and I was well aware that I shouldn't be crouch canceling, but apparently my opponent didn't, because second stock, he ate 72% from my down smash. I was like, well,
That's elite.
yeah.
And I tried to play a little bit of Peach myself. What I learned is, one, fighting her is atrocious, right? So like she has a lot of life in a sense where she can DI up, she can always recover.
Right.
But also atrocious in that she can cheese you out kind of quick. She gets like a D smash or a nice turnip pull. All of a sudden that atrocious kind of I'm keeping up, boom, big disparity.
And it's a good thing that you say about the turnip pull, because this is one of the few characters where RNG is the thing. You know, you have Luigi with the misfire, and you have about 4 different items that I can pull as a Peach player and mess you up.
Yeah, it goes from being a very good projectile to, wow, this is the best projectile in the game.
And you know, you think of players like Armada, who they will do really well with not just utilizing the turnip, but like, hey, I'm going to hold this and fair you. I'm going to drop it completely and grab you. Like, I will do things that make you think I'm going to utilize this to the best of its ability, and instead I'm going to utilize other things so you're just in there scared.
The item mix-ups are, yeah, that's the next level.
Right.
So Mike manages to even it up with a back air. I think the first stock was taken by Swedish with a fair.
They try to go from forward smash to forward smash there. And like we mentioned earlier, turnip pulls are a big part. They're both going to be pulling up as many turnips as possible.
Because
that was a shield stab right there with the down smash.
Down smash. Her shield definitely shrinks rapidly, and D smash has such good piercing. But the turnips, you really have to go back to them because, one, it's not too easy to just pressure the other Peach.
Right.
And then, two, you're right. At any point, you can just get the RNG advantage.
But you have to be careful, too, because most Peach players, at least they should be, well-versed in re-grabbing or grabbing items. So if you're going to throw out, you know, your dot eyes, your stitch face,
be prepared.
Be careful that because they can re-grab it. And that's another thing that happened at the last weekly that I had, you know. So with that, that was a great down tilt. And that's one option that I always tell Peach players to utilize more is down tilts.
It's not very common. It has decent range and really good hit stun.
And for certain matchups like Sheik and Marth, where it shield stabs a lot, like it's a really good idea. It's not as good against Spaceys, but against certain matchups like those two, like it's really, really good.
I think in Spaceys it does combo at 70 like pretty well.
It does, but they have to be higher percent. So at lower percent, like if they can just DI out of stuff.
Exactly. Mike.
Ooh, that roll was not a good idea.
Yeah, Nintendude's covering it. They're still at even percent right now.
Okay, I like the back though. Just get him off stage. I personally probably would have went for like a down throw nair, hoping he DI'd wrong, but hey, he got the kill. He
got the fair, yeah. Well, what's strong about instant throw is that you don't get opportunities to change your DI.
Right.
So Swedish is wearing the Jams tag. His name is James. He eats a back air for dash attacking at 0.
And turn up into grab is so good. Like, you have no idea. It's so, because it does so much. When they hit them or on the shield, it adds pressure there. Yeah. So that's really good, specifically like against Ganondorf. That's the one thing I always utilize against Ganondorf is turn up into grab.
He has such bad out of shield options. It's like up air only.
So whether, like I said, whether you hit them with the turnip or whether you hit their shield, it's such a good option.
Dude, not only that, but turnip is probably the only item I can think of that persists. Like, you hit a shield and it's still going.
Right, right.
It's so annoying, dude. You jump out of shield, you get hit by it anyways. Like, okay. James building up a 100% lead. This is the first big lead of the game.
That's all. He's pretty much shutting me up from earlier when I talked about how Mike has so much experience in this matchup in the Ditto. I was like, how's Swedish going to do? And he's doing great.
I did not expect Swedish to do this well. A clean one-stock lead is a lot in this matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Living at such high percents, yeah, for sure. Oh, I like the double insta forward throws. That was really good.
It's a good mix-up because they will always try to shield your next action. Common follow-up is dash attack.
And I've heard players say, like, oh, don't forward throw at low percents. It's great for A, check chasing, and B, if they're DIing, like, in, you can down smash, and they will eat that up.
At low percent, it sends almost nowhere, so they are not prepared for that.
All right. And that's one of the first dash attacks that Swedish Delight has actually used. He hasn't been using it a lot at all.
Nintendude's having a little bit of struggle getting percent on the stock.
All right, I like the parasol. Get him safely out of there.
That was really cute by James. Okay, turn up out of shield, also stupid good.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
so good.
It's been compared to in Smash 4, like Diddy, they say like, oh, banana out of shield, yeah.
You don't even know, man. Turn-ups are everywhere. I guess bananas stay on the ground and do other stuff. That's almost a kill. I think the next throw is a kill.
No. Unless he DIs it really bad, it shouldn't.
The corner, yeah, the corner will save him. That's
Ooh, got a Mr. Saturn in play.
Yeah.
And now it's just floating around. Oh, it still hits him though.
It's so funny he walks. I wish.
All right, that'll
nice.
close.
I wish we could get other items like Icy. Like, oh my god, if she pulled out Icy.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
Yeah.
Motion sensor bomb and stuff.
She just like picks up capsule, throws capsule, nothing comes out. And you're like, oh my god, that has great knockback. Nintendude
right, so
is
one of these
plugged
two
in.
players. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Nintendude's not that really big a fan of stage music, apparently.
Well, it does get loud when it's like competing with sound effects. What are good visual? Okay, it's Icy's. I was gonna say, what are good audio cues that Peach is looking for? I think it's float.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore because he's
It
playing.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's playing Ices now, and
That was
does
almost a
not get the
wobble.
wobble. Yeah. And so if you've ever watched Mewtwo King versus Ices, you know, like, hey, I'm gonna fair a lot, I'm gonna down air a lot, and I'm gonna just down smash safely. Because that's the one thing that I always tell players, like, down smash is amazing against them, but you have to do it safely.
It's so good that you want to do it in places that it's not even that good, and all of a sudden you're just lagging.
Right. And just in general, people act like, oh, that's my get out of jail free card. I'm just gonna down smash. I'm like, no, that's a very laggy move.
It is. Now, newer players will have trouble punishing the end lag. It's not huge on end lag, and the startup is really good, so like double D smash. But the real way to punish her, if you're having trouble, just go above, dude. Hit her head.
Especially if you play a spacey, like dare with either of the two spaces will destroy her.
Instant win.
All right, power shields the turn up.
Yeah, Nintendude, known for his great Sopo play.
Now this will be best 3 out of 5 because it is top 16 in losers bracket. So
these players are really good. Swedish was knocked out by Drugged Fox. Nintendude being knocked out by, was it Space Animal? Got the bracket up.
oh, we got our first wobble from Nintendude. Swedish taking a sip of his water.
Yeah, Swedish is known to do that in the middle of games.
Yeah. And there was a tournament too where he had it might have been Smash Plus where he had a water and a coffee. So like between stocks he'll take a coffee and then he'll take a water, and I was like, nice.
He needs that caffeine for the next match, right? I forgot, we actually casted Nintendude's previous game too. He fought Hungry Bucks. Oh, we didn't cast that one.
No, we did Hungry Box PPU.
That's the one. Mike has a lead, but...
And I was just thinking in my head, if I was him, I'd drop that turn up, and he did, so that was really good.
Why is it important to drop turn up at that situation?
I wouldn't say it's important. I just personally thought it was a good option. Because if it hits them, then you can combo. If it doesn't, then you can just
Z-drop
do
turn
other
up is
things.
not commonly thought of, so
Yeah.
I like it. This is a good float height. You force the Icies to jump. Icies cannot grab in the air, and their aerials are just okay.
And to touch on the flow height specifically, like some people will watch like the Mewtwo King matches and stuff like, oh, I'm just gonna sit there fairing. You have to notice that he's floating at a very specific height to where, hey, Ice Climbers are gonna have to try to jump at you. You can get out of their way. If they stay on the ground, they can't do anything. So that's a big thing too.
You a fan of this poking with drill?
I am at certain percents. At lower percents, they can just smash the eye out.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, they smashed the head and shielded it.
Right.
But he managed to poke Nana out, so it's a good splitter.
Exactly. And that's huge. Like, with any character against us, you just want to split them. We saw that with S2J in the second game.
That's a stitch.
Yeah.
He's going to save this Nana.
Ooh, Swedish not in a very good position
No,
right now.
triple upper, man. Quadruple. Just little hammers.
If I was him, I would just,
Camp,
I was going to say,
turnip.
yeah, go down and start pulling turnips, but
James
he
doesn't
wanted to
camp.
go for it.
He's too honest. Little known fact, Peach's items do bounce off of walls.
And Nintendude does have a stock advantage right now.
Yeah, but just a little Sopo.
And the difference between him and this kid is he does have a Sopo.
Yes.
So,
But I think approaching fair on shield is never going to work.
see, and if he had nared there, if Spy Nintendude had nared there, he probably could have lived and not gotten the trade.
Yeah, I
Because
think
it comes out fast enough.
it did. Swedish trying to hold this lead, but
And
the
there's
wobble
the wobble.
begins.
Yep.
Great presence of mind from Nintendude to first do the down air. We got Tantalus in the crowd.
Yeah, I saw
Popping
that
off.
too. So one thing that Nintendo did at the very end of that match, that round specifically, is that you noticed that he was light shielding and then let go of light shield. That made Nana stay in light shield while he was in the full shield.
Oh.
So that's important because you can stop her from being separated as much.
I didn't know that you could control it that way.
Yeah, and it goes the opposite way too. You can light shield and then
Go to hard?
and make her go to hard. So that's really important for Ice Climbers player to utilize. Shield
Yeah,
tactics like that.
changing. Well, also when you change your shields, it's that much harder for other people to do offensive shield pressure. It's
Right.
2 shields. They're different sizes.
Ooh, got hit by both of the hammers in the back air. And that's huge. The difference between a Sopo and having both climbers is that when they get both of the climbers getting an aerial or something, like it does a huge difference.
Dude, double hammers. Just they're okay together, but then 2. How did Mike seal out the game? The wobble?
Yeah, the wobble. And I'm just having an image right now of Genesis 3 right now, where he was playing as Mewtwo King, Nintendude was, and the only reason why he won was because Mewtwo King started approaching when he had a stock percentage lead on this stage. So
Mewtwo
let's
King's
see if
direct
he can
response was,
utilize-
I do it for the fans. I don't want to camp.
Whereas the next time those two met, he ended up camping him.
Oh, yeah, he's like, I figured it out at camp.
Right.
It always comes back to, did you shoot enough lasers? Did you not approach?
Alright, and so Nintendo isn't doing too much approaching right now, which is smart. You know, you don't want to challenge Peach
Yeah,
too much.
don't force it. You finally found the stitch. You want to keep it as long as you can.
There it is, regrab. Yeah. He waited a little long on the regrab, so it doesn't have as much life up as it could, but we got it.
Nice jump out of the combo.
But and then the down smash wasn't bad right there because he did get Nana to 80%. You know, well-known fact is that both climbers will have their percent at a different point in time. So the percentage on screen is what Popo has, whereas there's a percentage off screen that has Nana's.
Well, we're never going to know that, right?
Right.
It's hidden from us. Good players have a good sense, though, like especially with how far she goes.
Right.
I don't think she crouch cancels ever.
Nope. She does not.
Yo, someone told me
Uh-huh.
Nana's AI gets better the more percent Popo has. I'm like, this is a rumor.
See, I've heard that, and then I've heard the more percent she has. So I don't know. Either one of the two is wrong or one of the two is right. As far as I've also been told, is like the only that her CPU level stays the same at all times unless you do that. There's like a way to manipulate the CPU level by like turning on a round and turning it off, and it's like this whole thing that got discovered about last summer.
Yeah, I remember hearing that too, but then it was like debunked. Something about like pick AI ice climbers, change the level, repick human. I don't think that ended up being true.
Oh, okay.
James holding it down on the bottom, doing aerials. Sopo has very bad downward boxes. It's only down air. Turn up out of shield. James really needs to steal out this without taking that percent.
Yeah, a solid fair bear. Nair won't do it yet unless he gets a good edge guard. All right, now he's setting up for great edge guard opportunity.
Good turnips.
Yep.
Barely misses that.
And Nintendude was not very happy with that if you saw his facial expression.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he definitely thought he could get at least 20 more %. 1 or 2 smacks.
All right.
And that's Nana.
it. So if I was him, honestly, and I did this once against Diskid Boogie, where it was the only way I ever took a game off him once, is I had his Popo at a very high percent and my Peach at a low percent on Dreamland, and I just started camping. I just stopped doing anything. I was like, you know what? If you're stuck with Sopo, I'm gonna just stop approaching.
I agree, dude.
I'm not saying Swedish should do it, but it would be a good option. And that's his second Stitch this round.
Well, okay. One thing is, you're right. You should just camp turn-ups because there's no risk, right? He has to come at you to get Nana again eventually. He has to just get extra credit until he can get Nana.
Right.
And, dude, yeah, you have the timeout advantage. Like, he is never going to get stronger until he dies.
Right. And a big thing there is, like, specifically on this stage, like, Popo doesn't have a lot of ways to fight you if you stay on top platform.
No, he has to use both jumps or jump slowly to the side.
Right. But that down smash hits with both hammers, so definitely gets a solid stock there.
Dude, double so much.
Ooh, and with that turnip floating around, like, that could have hit Popo.
It definitely messed up Nana. So he grabs him to prevent the up B return.
Right. But we can't count Nintendude out yet. His Sopo is solid nowadays.
Yeah, dude. Nintendude just did 47%. That's another Stitch.
Wait, are you serious? This man has pulled 3 Stitches.
In a 5-minute game, that's really, really good.
All right, so we're looking at 2-1. This is the best of 5.
The Swedish just smiling and laughing. Mike's like, this is amazing. How did he get so many?
All right, so the question is, does he stay Ice Climbers because he did win a game on Ice Climbers? Does he go back to Peach? He has options right now.
I feel like...
And he hasn't working on a Fox. Not that I would pull it out, but...
I don't know if Fox is the right time. I would say, once you switch to your main,
stick with it.
you rarely want to switch back. There are definitely maps that change your mind about this.
Uh-huh. Oof, that down smash.
Yeah, CC the 2 bears, get a down smash. Ices are on top platform. They don't want to be there.
Forward throw, yep. So that was a good option because had Nana still gotten back out on stage, he could have backered, and then Nana probably would have not been able to go back on stage. But Nana got taken care of.
Mike, hold in the middle. James flow cancel fairing his way out of the corner. That was not the best DI.
There, yep.
Watch how late he commits the nair, right? He just waits very last second. Oh no!
That should have been a rinse and repeat opportunity right there.
Yeah. He tried to seal it out with a fair, but nair could have worked a couple more times.
Well, and he could have thrown the turn up so that he couldn't grab ledge. And so that's why it should have just been a rinse and repeat opportunity. But it's already happened.
So James has taken about 20 extra % from that. Nintendude, great item play.
All right, that'll do it.
Swedish gets it.
He's trying to hide it by doing all that dash dancing, but it's not a Stitch. So.
Oh, he's trying to set it up.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
Either way, yeah, at that point.
Now this is going to be best of 5. No bans.
I mean, and this is probably the most solid stage choice you could get. Because, like, had you gotten that FLD, you had to deal with the platforms going down, and you didn't want to put Peach in a position where...
Yeah, all of a sudden that down smash is just a different height that you're used to.
Right.
Also, doesn't Nana have a little bit of trouble on that stage?
I would say so.
Historically, Peach likes that stage. Mike trying to get something with this lead. It's tough to say it's a lead when you're like only 20% up.
Right.
With the Sopo.
Right, and that's the bigger highlight of that statement. It's tough to say it's a lead when you have Sopo. But, I mean, Mike, or Nintendo doing very well.
Is that a down throw, you think?
It wasn't a bad option.
Okay.
I'm surprised that the nair didn't connect there. Because he did dare fast enough that he could have naired.
Yeah. I guess that was just really great DI from Nintendude.
Right.
So James trying to cover it with turn up. He somehow evades it. Nintendude evades the nair attempt. Good blocking. And good neutral game from Nintendude, but now he's just stuck on top platform eating turnips.
He didn't get the re-grab there. Dot ice. Didn't utilize it.
James doesn't care about turnips. How did the Squall win? And how did down smash win?
Because it's down smash.
Yeah. I guess Sopo really has no choice, right? He just has to wait.
Right.
There's nothing he's going to do wins. I've seen actually, sorry, I'm going to take that back. Little up airs poking through the dress down smash.
Right, that's true. So remember earlier when we talked about how turn up in the shield is a great option?
Yes.
It's not against this matchup.
Because?
Just because you have both of the climbers.
Yes, that's tough.
So either they can do the grab or the other climber can attack you. So when you're doing a peach cannon, peach, anything else, turn up into shield is fine. But turn up into shield in this matchup does not work as well.
No. Gets wobbled from 20%. What are the out of shield options you're expecting when you throw a turn up against a ice climbers?
Out of shield?
Yeah, wave dash typically.
Yeah, I'd probably just say wave dash. Maybe nair depending on percentage. Definitely not fair because lag and
James
stuff.
just died.
And that's it. Yep, we're looking at game 5.
Yeah. Swedish uses a nair off stage. There's no good recovery from that. Do you think he could have floated?
No, he got caught with bad DI, so either he
Yeah.
didn't have anything he could do.
All right,
So
game
opens up
5.
with a fair.
This is definitely Peach's advantage. We were talking
Oh
about
yeah,
this earlier.
for sure. There's that down tilt.
No jump. Nintendude trying to get her to squall with her. That's a little reach. So, like, the less James puts pressure on against Sopo, the more impressed I'd be.
Right.
I like this. There's
Walling
almost nothing.
walling him out. But the difference is, all right, never mind. I was going to say, he doesn't have the percentage advantage. Good grab.
How is Mike avoiding turn-ups and aerials? This is so impressive.
His movement.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that's leveled up with him through this last year is his movement. No, I remember last year at EVO, he was like, well, first year's Wobbles made it into top 8. Second year, Flaminita made it in top 8. Third year, Chudat made it. Next year, I'm going to be the one. It could happen the way he's been playing.
It could,
honestly.
dude. And Icy's every year at EVO. So right there, he tries to turn up on shield. There's no real follow-up.
Squall Hammer was a great idea right there. Nothing Peach could do.
So even though that D-Smash did connect and separate, he died for it.
And that goes from what I told you earlier. Down smashing needs to be safe in this matchup.
Yeah, somehow Popo just held through and then did down throw up smash. Now, I don't think that's a true combo, right? I think you can DI out of down throw up smash.
It depends on percentage.
Okay.
Yeah. So at that percent, there's nothing, as a floaty, there's nothing she could do.
Okay, she's gonna she's gonna get above him anyways.
Right.
Well, Hannah is gone. Swedish is just gonna try to wall out, I assume. These fairs are really hard to deal with.
Right. And he's fairing at the exact right height and everything so that they cancel out a perfect point and everything. Because obviously they're flow canceled, so they're going to cancel at a certain point. But if you don't do it at a right angle, he'll stop it too soon, and then Nintendude can just come in.
Yeah, you'll suffer the lag. You won't flow cancel it. Great near. This is a rinse and repeat technique. And Squall wins somehow.
Right. He could have actually nared right before and traded, and he didn't.
Yeah,
so
I like trading with Squall.
Right. In that scenario, he probably would have lost stock, and Nintendo would have lost stock, and the Light would have just gained a little bit of percentage. All right. Doesn't get anything out of that dash attack, but that nair seals the deal.
Yeah, Mike holding his breath. He was playing really good right there. Don't get hit by double hammers.
Ooh. Too bad that down smash sent Nana the same
wrong
direction.
way, yeah. I like fair to D-smash. That's almost impossible, I think, to cover. You just have to really respect all of the attack.
Yep, for sure. And that's the difference. That was definitely a safe down smash opportunity.
Mike lost his stock without really adding too much percent. Dada is just thrown.
Oh, I would have went for a grab.
Grab? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say nair.
Grab pummel
him.
before throw.
Throw him off. James has a 2-stock lead. He's definitely within double hammer kill.
Yeah, there it is, right when you said it. Good stuff, man. But he still has that stock advantage, one full stock lead. Let's see if Nintendo could do anything about it. Dash attack, nair.
Wow.
That's so safe, that fair right there.
Mike guards Popo with an F smash. That was sick. Trying to bait a jump out of shield, I assume. Somehow, down smash was safe on shield there. That's looking bad. Swedish cheers coming from the crowd. Nana's going to get knocked off right there.
This should be it.
That's a tournament winner into Nair, no jumps. Squall,
Why did he go for the dare? I don't understand.
he has trouble handling with Squall. Nintendude is about to go on the comeback of his life if this happens.
I would give you $100 right now if Nintendo won this match.
Man, it'd be sick $100. I mean, I wouldn't. Let's just focus on this.
Yeah. There it is. Good percent.
Congratulations to Swedish Delight taking out Nintendude.
And he has one more game, and I believe Swedish is going to be in top 8.
Swedish, yeah, coming from the loser side, being defeated by Sammy early on in round 1.
Right.
Nintendude being defeated in round 2 by Hungrybox, and then Swedish here.
Yeah, good stuff. And
So-
with that stream, I think me and Vro are going to be hopping off. Going to let Zoo and Tafakins hop on commentary with you guys, finish off top 16 with us.
Do you mind switching us to the player cams real quick, just before we sign out?
All right.